Jason's Half Hour is brought to you by our proud sponsors at the Zone Bar Brighton. You'll find us on St James's Street in the heart of Brighton's gay village. You will always get a warm welcome on your entrance. Our motto is, hello stranger and goodbye friends. You will always feel at home in the zone. Hello dears and welcome to Miss Jason's Half Hour, and we are all here, the family. We're all a bit jaded from Pride because we've all worked hard and partied hard, but it was a fabulous weekend. Our first one here is Fifi. How are you, darling?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, and did you have a nice Brighton Pride?
Yeah, I came to see you, didn't I?
You did for a little while, yeah, that
and
was
then
nice.
I drove you to the Queen's Arms.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And everybody, it was horrendous in the roads. Everybody was drunk and walking across the roads and...
I know, which was, yeah, it was a bit outrageous, but it was lovely.
Even
you were, lovely.
I was frightened in the car.
I wasn't frightened, dear. I was sat in the back pissed. Anyway, she had a lovely time at the Crown and Anchor because she was rubbing a young man's chest, boys and girls.
I'm so
she was
I had no option.
playing with his pectorals.
I had no option.
No, she fancied him, so she grabbed him, poor little
How
sod.
did you mean? What was his
name?
name?
It was like a lamb to the slaughter.
He had him on stage.
Anybody
and
we know?
No,
He dragged them over to me and he made me in front of all these people. In fact, he took my hand, Tammy, and rubbed it
over. How
and
dreadful
it was all
for
lovely,
you.
hairy and sticky and yuck.
Oh, it's sticky.
Oh, she liked it, dear. I thought she was going to get her titties out. I noticed she kind of puffed out a little bit.
Oh, they
and
puff
waved your
out
knockers
naturally.
in his face. And I nearly called you Adrian. Tammy, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you, my darling.
Good.
I had a lovely Pride, apart from having had such a lovely time in the park that I went home, had a little lie down and woke up at 6 o'clock on Sunday morning.
Oh,
So you missed it.
I missed the whole
so you missed the
Saturday
night.
night.
Oh,
Dozy
darling.
cow, what my life.
You missed the crowds on
But,
St
yeah.
James's Street.
But Sunday was lovely.
Pushing
I had a
through.
lovely time actually. I thought it was one of the
Sunday
best.
was lovely.
Yeah,
It was lovely.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
And Colin, how are you, dear?
Yes,
all right?
I'm really, really well. I had a lovely, lovely weekend. I'd just like to say thank you to everybody that came and supported us at the Royal Oak. It was my first one there. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And the Sunday roast went down a storm because we were the only place doing
Oh,
lunches.
lovely, yeah, well
So, yeah,
done.
it was
well done.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that sent people up to us.
Yeah, it was a long weekend though, wasn't it?
But it was long. Even
Oh,
Monday.
God.
Even the Monday
Yeah.
was busy.
Monday was heaving everywhere.
Oh,
wasn't it? Legends
yeah.
was like a
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe Legends on Monday night. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Anyway, darling, let's come straight to you, Pooh. What's on, where, why, with whom, and,
Right.
and where?
Okay, well, I've got the Brighton Fox.
Yoppie, yeah.
Yay, which is the 23rd of September
Yep.
at the Old Ship Hotel.
Yep, I'm just going to check the poster.
Yes, because I was
keep
looking for a
getting the date
poster.
wrong.
So do I.
It's Tuesday the 23rd.
I thought
Well
it was a
done,
Wednesday.
Fiona. Well
No,
done.
it's
no,
Tuesday.
it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday the 23rd. And it starts at 7:30.
Yeah,
And the tickets are
£12.
£12, yeah. Some lovely, lovely male models.
Oh, yeah.
And you can
modelling.
have a table of 10 if you want a group.
Yes,
Oh.
we are going to have tables, so we can
Okay.
have tables of 10, which we might, if people ask us nicely,
Do
give
a-
them it
a little bit of a
yeah,
discount,
Yeah, let
yeah,
them have a
yeah.
tenner
And,
each.
if
Yeah.
10 people get a group
Okay.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we got Dolly Rocket. It's going to be.
fabulous.
Oh,
those
cabaret.
tits,
I
those
love
tits will be
her.
coming out
I'm
first. won't
really
they?
excited about having Dolly, and we think we've got one other very special surprise cabaret. But
Don't
I'm
say
not
no
gonna
more. Don't say no more.
until
No.
we definitely know. But it's going to be a lovely night. Fifi is going mad working on the table decorations. She's ordered 12 wig blocks.
You're not to tell
but
everybody.
with swan necks.
Yeah, I know.
And-
She's got me in on it and all.
And Sally's making the headdress. I'm not going to tell you anymore, but it is going to look spectacular.
But I had his credit card the other day, so I did all right.
Oh,
It
that's-
wasn't even my credit card, it was my actual bank card.
Oh, well.
So it wasn't even someone else's money we
Oh,
were spending
no.
and paying
It
back
was your
later.
own.
It was actually my own ka-ching, ka-ching.
But I did enjoy it.
Oh, she had a lovely time, dear. Lovely time. Apparently you two are off to Barbados.
Lovely.
Yeah, I booked us in, Colin.
Okay, can I get on there, Fifi,
Yeah,
before
sorry,
you interrupt
my
me
fault.
anymore? She never normally interrupts. She normally just says boot to a goose, does she?
Yeah.
Okay, a couple of shout-outs. Nancy Clench.
Hey,
I love
we
that
love
name.
Nancy.
Lovely. She's got a London tour.
Yeah.
from the 3rd to the 13th of October. I don't know what it's on about. It just says a London
she's a
tour.
very outrageous drag act
Uh-huh.
that I met in Aberdeen. Is it Aberdeen? Shay's Park? Yes, Aberdeen. And she's a big old bird.
Is she?
I reckon with her heels on and her wig, she must be nearly 7 foot tall.
Taller than Large Marge.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And
fabulous.
she's sharp. She's sharp.
Is
there.
she?
So if you want a bit of an on the edge night, Nancy's
Lovely.
your girl.
So they're doing a London tour.
Yes.
Do we know where they're going?
No, has she put it in the message?
No, she just says
Oh.
she's doing a London tour from the 3rd to the 13th of October. So, Nancy, if you're listening, give us some more details and I'll mention it again next week.
Absolutely.
Okay, the next one is Christina Marchant. She's doing a skydive for Stonewall on the 27th of September, and that's to celebrate Stonewall's 25th anniversary.
Oh.
And she needs some sponsorship. It was a little bit garbled message, but from what I could say, if you text CMSW52 followed by however much you want to give, £1, £5, £10 to 70070,
Right.
and that will go on her sponsorship.
Okay, and those details will be on the Miss Jason Half
On
Hour
the half
page.
hour,
We'll
yeah.
put them up on the page.
Another little shout out to Ricky Elcox just for being fabulous.
Oh,
so
lovely,
the lovely Ricky
okay.
Elcox. And I've also got somebody called Lightning Alexandra Valentine. Where do these people get these
I don't
names
know.
from? He just wants a little shout out to all the YMCA guys that were on the float
At Pride.
at Pride. Well done, well done. And the only one I got is just my lovely Freya at the Royal Oak. She's going on holiday next week. So Freya, have a lovely holiday. We will miss you. And that's all the shout outs I've got for this week.
Oh, that's a nice few,
Yeah,
though, isn't it?
not
we
bad.
must get those dates at Nancy's talk.
Yeah.
I will really.
I'd love to
we
go.
ought to have a
Oh,
little
a little
Miss Jason Half
outing.
Hour out.
Yes.
Because she's right. She'll
Is she?
make you scream.
Fabulous.
Yeah. And then she's one of your lot, Fiona.
Oh, is she Scottish?
She's
Yeah.
Scottish. Yes.
Yeah.
She's Scottish.
Oh.
Yeah. So, going on. Thank you for that, Colin. How about you, Tams? What's your topic this
So,
week?
speaking of Scottish, it brings us on nicely to our topic. So, in about a month, Scotland gets to do their vote for independence.
Yes.
And I was reading today that 200 prominent, celebrity figures have written an open letter to the people of Scotland
Yeah.
to say, please don't sign. We really like having you as part of the country, and that it's really nice to include you. And it will be sad if you all leave us. So I wondered, particularly as we've got a Scot with us, what everyone's thoughts
Don't
were.
start her
I
off.
think you better go first.
Scottish
Don't
Stevie.
start her off.
Well, I don't want to split up the union. And anyway, I would be an illegal immigrant if they did that, wouldn't I?
You would,
You're
darling.
illegal
then-
anyway.
Ah, true. And then I would need to get a passport.
Really?
Would you? No, you would.
Yeah, you would.
Silly
I would.
Billy.
She would,
so
yeah.
stupid. I actually thought that was real then.
Yeah, I did.
It's
You
like-
wouldn't be an illegal immigrant. Have you not got any stronger views on it being a Scot yourself, darling? Quite frankly, I don't think you people would cope on your own.
Oh, yes, we would.
You were all running around in rough fucking woolen outfits, slaughtering each
tartan.
other
Don't start, Jason
until
Sutton.
we got up there and started sorting you all out.
All
You
you
never
did-
even had proper houses. It was all
All
mud
you
huts.
did was
I've
come up
seen
and rape
Braveheart.
people.
I've seen Braveheart.
You just came
Oh,
up
I
and
love
raped
that.
the
Mel
women.
Gibson.
You raped all the bloody women.
Raped and
I
pillaged.
didn't,
You
darling.
did.
I've never touched a woman in my life. At least alone a Scottish one.
All the English came up, raped us, and they used to be a
Oh, didn't we
time.
give you fire? Didn't you not have fire before?
Or wheels.
Or wheels?
That was the Romans that gave you them.
Oh.
Yes, that we passed it on. We've been sharing ever since.
But anyway,
Don't kid
Fiona, you were
yourself.
just
And
getting
it's the
onto a
oil.
roll then. I think we'll let you say what you want to say. Go on.
I've forgotten it now,
I
but
think you
it's the oil. They think they can survive with oil, and they don't have to give it to you.
Oh.
But there's certain parts of Scotland who, the Hebrides,
Yeah.
who has had some oil, money from the oil, and they have done very, very well with it. I don't know. I don't think we should do it because we're a very small country.
But is the oil going to last?
Well, I don't think so, but a lot of them do. And there are thing about Scotland and England. We've never actually been close, have we?
No.
We're not a close.
We let you have our queen.
And you're more than welcome to the Duke of Edinburgh.
Yeah.
My best friend lives in the Shetland Isles, and she says there's like a real, if you don't have a Scottish accent, if you go into a bar, they'll like ignore you in pubs and restaurants. They have a
Really?
real like
No, I don't think so.
Scotland, England.
I went up to Scotland a few years ago, right up the Highlands, thinking, go back to the roots, see the... And everybody was bloody English up there.
Oh,
See,
really?
there is a divide, isn't there?
They are a divide. It is. You're
Is
called
there
a
a
Saturn.
divide? Why
You're
is
there
called
a divide?
Satanites in Scotland. You are called Satanites.
Sassenach.
What's a
It's a lovely
Sassenach?
word, isn't it?
It's an English person.
I
An
just
English
think the
person.
Scottish should be grateful for all we've done for them. over the
Bloody
years.
hell! Where do you come off?
But they did give us tartan, didn't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
where
we've
would you
got
be?
things that...
What a lovely thing that was.
And where would you be? And then you wouldn't. And they gave you me.
Oh, well,
Well,
now
this
that
is-
is
that's-
Now, what more can
Okay.
you ask for?
Scotland's proudest export. Is,
And Jim.
Fifi
is,
McDuff.
is Fifi
And
and
Jim
Alan,
Lavston.
and Alan J. We mustn't
And
forget
Alan J.
So you've got a lot of
See, we
Scottish
could go
friends.
on and on and on,
Yeah, I
couldn't
do
we?
know
really?
lots of oh, and Jimmy Smith, of course.
Yes.
I love my Jimmy Smith. But even he came to England to make his money. That's the camp thing. They all come down
That's
here
right,
to
yeah.
make their money, don't they?
I wouldn't say I made any bloody money off you.
Well, she's rolling in it, Fifi McDuff. You want to see that great big house she's got up there?
I'm not rolling in nothing.
I missed Take the High Road. I think that's when it all went wrong, when they
Mrs.
said
Mac.
Take the High Road.
But I'm
Yeah,
very
So they-
interested to see what's going
Morag.
to happen.
I think it will just be a few rabble-rousing Scots who will vote for their independence.
They do
because
have their own
like the idea.
parliament.
They like the idea of it, but they haven't got the wherewithal to do it.
It's too
Alex
much.
Salmon the other day,
Oh, he's an
in
idiot.
that debate, once they started talking about the economy, he didn't know
He
what
didn't know what
he
he
was
was
talking
talking
about.
about. No,
all
no.
his debate was emotion. It was all emotion. We want this, we want that. It's our right. It's our birthright. Very, very good. Yes, lovely.
Yeah.
But you know, how are you going to run the country? It's a bit like in Brighton. We've been stuck with this Green Council because people vote with their emotion and they
Rather
get
than
carried
logic.
away. And now we've ended up with a load of tossers who don't know what they're doing. And we're £6 million down. Jason Kitcat said he's not going to stand for council again, who's the council leader, who really, if he had any balls or any decency, would resign anyway. I'm very tired from the weekend, and you can probably tell by my attitude towards this debate. But good luck to them. If they want to run their own country, let them get on with it. But they'll soon come knock on the door when they run out of money, just like the Greeks and the rest of Europe.
Well, just hope that it doesn't happen. Can I be an illegal immigrant? That's
You
I don't
won't
know.
be. I'll marry you. All right?
Oh no, I couldn't
I'll
go with
marry
that.
you. They are. You been wanting to
Fifi
plan my
Sutton.
wedding. Yeah.
That's got a nice little name to it.
Or Miss Jason McDuff.
Oh,
Jason McDuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, could have double barrel.
McDuff
Sutton.
Sutton or
Sutton
Sutton,
McDuff.
Sutton McDuff.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds a bit dirty, doesn't it?
It would be dirty when you've got anything to do with it.
So, if you had a vote, you would be voting to stay with the.
I would be staying with the
Nation.
union.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a lot of other people would.
I wonder how many English people would vote to keep or would vote to get rid of. Do you know what I mean? So, like, obviously, Fifi's
Well,
got a
yeah.
real strong opinion, whereas for us, like, I don't have any emotional attachment to it. I have like it would be, oh, it's England, it's what I've always known, but I don't have any. It's not really going to affect me either way, is it?
But you see, I wouldn't want to get rid of it.
I don't either.
Not
If I had
because
to
I
vote.
particularly want it.
I think we're
but
too
you know
small.
what I'm like. Where I always keep things in case I need it later.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't
Just
chop
in
half
case.
the country off in case you need them for something.
Well, this is
You
it.
know,
You
and-
never know
and
when
the
you've
same-
got to.
Yeah, strength in numbers, and you know, I actually feel sorry for the Queen. You know, because
She's
the
splitting,
Commonwealth has
But remember,
just
she's
disappeared like
in
no, it's
England
not
you
like it
say
used to be.
Queen Elizabeth II. In Scotland, she's Queen Elizabeth I.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
She's different.
Yes, because they had that heathen Mary, Queen of Scots.
You bloody
up there.
killed her!
Yeah, too right. Look at the trouble she was.
a bit horrid.
Look at the trouble she was.
Poor old Lady Jane Grey.
Yes.
Look at Phoebe's
Phoebe's
face.
got her mouth open.
I'm saying
She's
nothing. I
catching
think that's a
flies.
terrible thing to say about Mary, Queen of Scots.
Oh, she was a...
You bloody cut her head off, you rotten
Absolutely
sword.
did. It's a shame they didn't do it a lot quicker, the trouble she caused.
So wasn't her name Mary, not Elizabeth?
No, Mary.
It was Mary, Queen of Scots. Because our first Queen Elizabeth was...
And we didn't accept her.
Yeah, so that's
She
why
was the one that cut her head off. Because she was jealous of her.
No,
No,
because
she
she was
wasn't
a nuisance.
jealous. She
Was
was
she
a
not-
pest.
No, she
yeah.
was jealous of her.
She was a nuisance. She kept causing trouble, darling. That's what she did.
Who
So
was
chop her. Do you know? I actually, in real life now,
Would love to
think
do
it's
that
a
to
shame
people.
that we moved on from that because sometimes I've got a
Beheading.
list of people I'd like to
Head you
chop
want
their
to
head
chop off you.
Absolutely.
You cruel devil.
And I'm
Get
sure,
into trouble,
and I'm
yeah.
sure we're all on somebody's list as well.
Oh, I'm damn sure I am. But there, I'm not on your list, though, am I?
No,
Phoebe?
no.
No.
I went
That was a
shopping.
nice topic to cause around. Well done, Pat.
Actually, I thought we're all a bit stressed. Let's stir it up
let's
a bit.
stir it up a
Sprinkle
little
it
bit.
on.
We're all
Fun.
just recovering. But I hope they get what they want. But I don't think for a minute that they're going to
No.
get their independence.
And no, it's not going to happen.
And I think that Alex Salmon did mess up the other night with the debate. And the fact
I've never seen it. I'd
that
like to
that
have seen it.
idiot, Darling, was able to run rings around him shows how daft Salmon is. Because that
But that
Guys
we're looking
are
at
knob
people
anyway.
who will be in charge of Scotland if it becomes on its own, and these people, they'll destroy it. And the debt Scotland would be in to England, it would be just a
Now,
hell,
I
yeah.
wouldn't mind chopping Scotland off if we could keep the rough weather up there.
Oh.
Because it always starts to rain in Scotland and then it drifts down to us.
But Scotland is one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
sure.
And
Yeah,
it's
have you
one of
never
the
been,
most... The
James?
sand...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I've
it's-
actually been to the furthest. I've been to the Orkney Islands.
Yeah.
They let you in there.
Yeah, it was lovely. I went on. It was
I
a
hope you wore a
celebration
kilt.
of Joe Grimmon's birthday, and I went up with my old boss Emma Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quite. It doesn't get dark there because it's so close to Iceland.
Really?
So not the shop, the country. And it's so it's
And
light
did you
all the
wear a
time.
kilt?
No, darling.
I think you look lovely in a kilt. Colin, you wore them.
Yes, I've worn a kilt, yeah.
Anything else? A little topic, darling?
No, Diane, that was it from me this week.
Oh, that was a bit.
I was in recovery.
Yeah. Well, we
Oh,
all
you were
are, aren't
asleep.
We all are.
I bet you
I
enjoyed
made up for it on
Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
Sunday
I did.
was
It a
lovely
time.
was fun,
on
wasn't
St
it?
James's Street. It was lovely, as it always is. It's always, and you, well, I managed to nip an hour off and came mincing down George Street, and all I could see were you being crowd surfed.
Ah, no,
Paraded.
I'm gonna
paraded,
say,
should
yeah,
I
I'm not,
say.
I wasn't crowd surfing because Scott crowd surfed on Saturday, and I would never steal any part of Scott's act at all, or anyone's. But I was carried.
Carried.
Darling. I felt quite like Elizabeth Taylor in Cleopatra when she
Yeah,
was
all
carried
I
into
saw was I
Rome.
come towards you with your legs were open.
Yeah,
I saw that
unfortunately,
bit.
that's what most people saw, including Sir Ian McKenna,
McKellen,
who tweeted it,
Yes.
which was
Yeah.
quite
It
nice.
was on Facebook.
But-
I've
Yeah,
seen it on Facebook.
It's been zacked all around the world.
All round,
Oh,
yeah.
has it?
Absolutely,
Oh,
my
famous.
fanny's gone international.
Why didn't you keep your legs shut?
Well, they had
It
a
was
leg
the way that
each.
they were holding her. They had
Ah.
a leg each and an arm each.
See, I thought I'd be able to sit up and be carried by my adoring public, like
No.
in a film.
Yeah, but look who was carrying you.
They fucking nearly dropped. Oh, I keep swearing today. Don't even bother bleeping it out, Carl. Just put it's got adult words in it. They nearly dropped me, but I loved it. I
It
loved
was
it.
fab.
It was good
And
fun.
then lovely old Maisie at the end when she did her sing along.
Yeah, she's great. Do you know she worked hard over the weekend?
She did. Have you seen her leg? She's got a big gash on her leg.
Yeah, well, she got it trapped in that wheelchair at the Beacon show, which was the highlight for most of us.
Yes.
It was funny because that lovely man was singing "I Am 16, Going on 17," and then when it got to the bit for the girl, they pushed Maisie out in a wheelchair, and she just was rolling towards the edge of the stage. I thought she's going to go, and then this lovely man Peter got so caught up in the song that he was doing wheelchair dancing and didn't realise that she'd got her leg trapped under the wheelchair. So of course she's going like this, which
she did
people
look
thought was
like-
part of the show.
I didn't know why they sang that song because she looked more like Baby Jane.
Well,
That was the
part of
joke
it.
of
That
it,
was the
you
joke
see.
of it.
Oh, was that a joke?
It
Oh.
would be the English sense of humour that you've not quite twigged onto.
No.
That's what that is. Oh, I
Can't get
feel like
that.
that about the Scots today.
I don't get that. She looked like Baby Jane and he was singing a completely different song.
It was a parody.
A lot of people
What?
didn't understand a lot of the show.
No.
Including most of the cast.
That were in it.
Yeah.
Funny atmosphere.
Oh, it was a funny act. Well,
They
they were
were
all
funny.
rowing, darling. It
Pardon?
was absolutely awful. They were all rowing. There was that ongoing row between Maisie
he's
and Chrissy
always
Buchanan
rowing.
that they rowed on the holiday. That poor sod there, our Pooler, was like a carer to them two rowing all the time, like a referee. I don't know why you put yourself through it, darling.
I'm
Poor
not-
man was
that's it.
exhausted when he came back off of his holiday because Tweedledum and Tweedledee keep rowing, don't they? One forgets what the arguments are at and the other one eats her way through the house. It's outrageous. Poor sod never even had a slice of bread. Maisie had to pay for 6 taxis in 4 days. 6 taxis in 4 days. And he had to keep going out because they wouldn't let him use the 3 kitchens that they made him stay in the house that he didn't like anyway. And he couldn't stand the bedroom because he was sharing with Pooler and she kept snoring. David had a terrible holiday. Anyway, carry on.
How could I carry on after that?
Talk to us about the soap.
How a bit of wee.
It's him I feel sorry for. Colin, I'm completely on your side with this. She was exhausted by the time
I thoroughly enjoyed it though.
Truth be known, you probably caused the round.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I made her sleep on the sofa upstairs.
She said
But you
she
do
had to sleep
snore
on the sofa.
sometimes.
But there was a sofa bed downstairs as well, but I didn't tell her.
Oh. Does Colin snore then? Because
Oh, I
you
do,
often
I
share
do.
when you go away.
Yeah, I
don't
wake
you?
myself up snoring.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
In fact, when you go...
But when we go to Benidorm, she gets into bed, right, and she gets in this position like a corpse, and she's still in that same position the next morning when you wake up. She does not move.
She was exactly the same in Venice. And,
Doesn't
and
move.
we were almost
It's quite
in the
frightening
same bed
because you
because the
think
beds
she's
were
dead.
next to each other. And you didn't move at all, did you?
Doesn't move
But
at
I
all.
snore, don't I, Fee?
Yeah.
I fidget and
Terrible,
I snore. Yeah.
Is that a man thing?
Oh,
A women snore, I know
Women
women
It's a
snore.
booze
I don't
thing.
know.
as well.
I've not
I think
slept
it's a
with
drink.
any women.
Worse
A
than
drink thing, yeah.
Tammy snores like a wild animal.
It's like a warthog
I
on his
refuse
sleigh.
to stay in a room. with
Really?
Tammy
No,
again.
you don't.
I
You
do.
have done
How
recently.
about when I filmed you?
Yeah, but I filmed you as well. You're as bad as me.
I am not anything like. But I filmed her. It was so loud. I filmed her because I thought she'd
I
never
was
believe
bad,
it.
like, I am bad, but only when well, it used to be only when
He
I
wakes
Is it when you
himself
lay on
up.
your back? I see. I wake myself up
He
snoring.
wakes himself up.
Yeah.
You don't have to hit him. You have to hit you. But you don't have to hit him.
You didn't hit me in Venice, did you?
What a bit.
Oh,
I didn't even
We'll see. So she did move.
Yeah. Oh. Anyway, soaps, darling.
Soaps. Hi, soap fans.
Hi.
I've not got a lot this week.
You never have a lot.
No, well, I did have a lot last week. I must
Oh,
have.
did you?
Because what I said last week hasn't actually happened yet.
Oh, right.
Because you make it up, that's why.
Don't make it up. I do a lot of researching in your soaps.
Good girl.
Right, Ken came back last night. Did you see him?
Yeah.
Well, I watched it last
It was
night.
boring.
Well, he is, isn't he?
He's lost a lot of weight, hasn't he?
Well, he's had all that
All
worry.
that worry of
I
the
know.
All
court
that worry,
case.
the court case being interfering
Yeah, but you can
with
see,
people that
you can
he's into.
see.
Yeah.
But he is. What age is he?
Oh, she's old.
yeah,
He's in his 70s, isn't he?
Yeah.
70s. It's
Yeah.
good for his 70s.
Good head of hair, though, isn't he?
I love
Yeah,
it.
you need some new teeth, though.
I must check that out next
Have a
time I
look,
watch
have a look,
it.
have a look.
I
Lala.
thought he'd lost a lot of weight and he's now going to help Peter. And Rob's not happy about this.
Well, he wouldn't
And
be, would
Ken
he?
doesn't like Rob, does he?
No.
No, so it's all going to kick off soon.
Good. Is Deirdre still miserable?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
Ken.
just makes me so
Did
annoyed.
you see a neck? A neck,
Yeah.
a neck gets our bones.
What's her name? Anne something.
Anne
And Kirkbride.
She's
Yeah.
good. She's been in it for years. hasn't
They've
she?
all been in it for
Yeah.
years, dear.
But it's easy. It's easy watching, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just sit
We
there.
shouldn't knock Corrie. I love Corrie. I don't
And
know why.
she-
Well, one of it. She was at the new bar, wasn't she? Broadway bar that opened last Friday.
Oh, was it her?
No, it was Denise
Denise
Black.
Black, who's hosting
Yes.
karaoke
She's
there
hosting
once a week.
karaoke there once a week. Yeah.
The lady
She,
with the hands?
Yeah.
she used to be in.
Well, she don't have to fiddle with the knobs then.
She used to be in.
Who's-
She used to
who's
be
she?
Ken Barlow's wife
She
in
was in
Coronation
Clear
Street.
Stroke as well.
She was the
wasn't she?
hairdresser.
And what's this new?
It's a new.
Bar
It's a new
Broadway.
gay bar. That's
It's
opened,
actually,
Bar
it reminds me
Broadway.
of Centre Stage in Gran Canaria.
It does. I went in there last night to have a little nose.
Yeah,
Was
but
it in
Centre Stage
Brighton?
didn't have wet paint on the night that it opened.
Oh dear, did they?
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was, the paint was still wet. But good luck to them. I hope they do well.
Where is it?
It's
3 and
behind
10.
the Poison Ivy, the old 3 and 10.
Oh, that
Which
one
has
you
never
showed
seen a
me.
liquor paint, let alone
Yeah.
wet paint.
Never seen anything wet.
And Kurt's going to propose to Beth.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
That should
she's
be
a
next
loud
week.
mouth, isn't she? That
Yeah.
Beth. Oh.
And EastEnders, they're going to have a big appeal next week for Lucy to get information.
Do you know? I think I have a feeling I know who killed Lucy.
Go on, let's have a go.
I think it was Ben.
Really?
Yes, Ben.
Isn't he in prison?
No, he's been let out.
Oh, I see.
He's been let out.
Yeah, and he's
I've
a
just
bright,
got this feeling that it's Ben.
and he's coming into it very shortly, isn't
Yes,
it?
a friend of ours.
It's
Isn't
a friend
yeah,
of ours.
It's
It's
her nephew.
and
Yeah.
my friend actually lives in Wooden Dean, so
Yeah.
I think the
Handsome
family
boy
comes-
is coming into it.
Mhm.
The new Ben. Yes.
the new Ben.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I think it's him that killed Lucy.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll soon.
Yeah. We got till February to keep guessing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
February.
really?
February, yeah.
I didn't care about her
then
that
it's
much
their-
when she was alive.
It's their
No.
30 years, isn't it? Anniversary in February, so
Oh.
yeah. It's all
Easter end has been good
Yeah.
for
She
30
was a
years.
bit whiny, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who, Lucy?
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah.
A lot of them whiny in there. Emmerdale. What's
Oh,
happening in
Emmerdale.
Emmerdale?
Oh, it's
poor
dreadful,
Donna.
Emmerdale, at the moment, isn't it?
Oh,
Poor Dawn.
It's awful,
Did you
isn't
see that video when
She
you
made
did
the
the video
video,
last
yeah.
it?
night?
No, I didn't watch any of it.
Oh, wasn't it terrible?
Oh,
I had a
should
little
watch
lump
it
in my
on
throat.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
I tell you what, she's a good actress, isn't
Yes.
she?
Very good.
And whatever his name
Marlon.
is, who plays Marlon, he's a damn good actor, isn't he?
Yeah.
And even that little
Really
girl they've got,
good.
Mark,
April.
Mark somebody's name.
I can't
is-
think of it. He always reminds me of Kemp Ty Phil.
Oh yeah.
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 But when they went in that field and she was screaming, and I was watching, I thought that's really good going. It's really good.
Fab.
You know. But
Anything else, soap wise?
when is she going to die? Quite soon, isn't it?
2
Fiona?
weeks she's got.
2 weeks. Okay.
She's got 2 weeks, so
Is
that's
Marlon
going
going
to
to tell everybody, or is he going to keep it a secret like she wants?
Oh, he'll tell. He's got a big gob, isn't he?
Well, it's a lot to expect him to keep to
It is a
himself.
lot, and I think she's a bit selfish like that. I think.
Yeah, but she is dying. You can't, I don't suppose she's thinking logically.
Yeah.
But it's the way
Yeah.
she still looks so healthy, doesn't she?
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
some people do, you know.
Yeah.
So that's all what's going to happen
Oh,
this
what
week.
hideous shoes. I just noticed.
Which ones are you looking at?
Those blue and yellow.
Oh yeah, don't talk about my stock like that. They're model shoes, darling. They're trendy.
Lovely.
I bet you couldn't walk on them.
Right, they're
They
easy,
wouldn't
they're
fit
low.
her, dear. They're not big enough.
My trotters are not big enough.
No, they ain't big enough for her feet. We got a whole case full going up to the market on Saturday
Lovely.
at the open market. If you're bored, come and have a cup of tea.
I'm
What?
working.
Oh, you work? Well, you don't work all day, do you?
Mhm.
Do you? Well, I shall have Simon Puttock there from 7 o'clock until 5:30.
Selling
7
shoes.
o'clock.
Selling drag
Jewellery and
shoes.
fancy goods.
Oh.
It's not drag shoes, they're ladies' shoes actually, but they've all been worn once in a fashion show. But I managed to pick them up at a very reasonable price. Anyway, shout outs. Fiona, have you got anyone you want to shout out to?
Just my friends in Thailand. I haven't said hello to them for a little while, so I hope you're all well.
Ah, that's nice, darling.
I don't think I have,
Haven't you got any shout outs? Wake
Oh,
someone up.
A
It
little
sounds
shout
awful.
out for cousin Alan.
Ah, that's nice.
Little
Not a
cousin
shout
Alan,
out
bless
for
him.
Hamish, darling.
Oh, and Hamish as well.
Do we feel there might have been a little bit of turmoil
You got a
there?
wee fella.
Not at all. No.
Has a
no.
Scottish name, Hamish.
No, I haven't got a wee fella. In fact, actually, yeah, it's Hamish's. Congratulations to his brother Tom. They're getting married tomorrow. Not Hamish and his
I
brother.
was gonna
Hamish's
say,
brother.
That's be
and
our
somebody
topic for
else.
next week.
So I hope you have a lovely time, Hamish.
Oh, that's nice. I'm sure he will. And will he be taking the dogs?
He is
and-
taking the dogs
Yes,
with
I
him,
think
yeah.
so. And Colin, darling.
Just a little shout out to everybody that worked so hard over Pride, all the bar
Oh,
staff, all the security
absolutely.
staff, everybody. Just well done, congratulations,
Yeah,
and
10
thank
out
you.
Of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
It went really well.
It did, didn't it? People
Yeah,
really
yeah.
did work hard. And I think it was the best one ever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really think it was. And I know there were issues over the street party, and still that's.
But, yeah, but we got
right
we got
beside-
over those. We got
Yeah.
over those.
But do you know, I thought it felt safe. I thought it felt comfortable.
And I think having the seafront open as well
made a big difference.
because I went round to audio about 5:30, 6:30, and it was pumping there. I was on the Amsterdam
Yeah.
Terrace, and it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Yeah,
well,
it was lovely.
I had a great weekend, which even ended with me dancing topless in Legends downstairs
Really?
with Simon and Alan Gamble. And this,
Well, Alan Gamble always goes topless.
this man came up to me, and he was quite a chunky man, and he said, I'd just like to say you are an inspiration, having taken your top off. He said, and if someone that looks like you can do it, I'm going to do it. And I thought, cheeky bastard. Anyway, he took it off, and in no time at all, I was surrounded by hairy, chubby people in Legends. But it was, including Claire, the DJ. But it was a lovely weekend.
Yeah.
My shout-outs, as always, lovely Mrs. Kerridge. Thank you, dear. Keep my little messages coming. I do love to hear from you. That's, of course, is Mrs. Kerridge with the Cock at Dawn brothel, which is just outside of Pattaya, Buddha Hill and Turn Left. left. I do hope the chickens are still laying their eggs, darling. Jimmy, have a lovely time. You're away, I think. Alan Gamble and Chris, get back to the Brewers. It's been 6 weeks and I miss you there every Sunday. It's been nice to see you in Brighton, but we do want you back at the Brewers soon. Shout outs to everyone. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
And as we always know, you will feel at home when you're in the zone. So, darlings, we'll talk to you next week. See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Miss Jason's Half Hour is brought to you by our proud sponsors at the Zone Bar Brighton. You'll find us on St James's Street in the heart of Brighton's gay village. You will always get a warm welcome on your entrance. Our motto is, hello stranger and goodbye friends. You will always feel at home in the zone.